Ladies and gents, guys and gals, friendly femmes, and fellows all, I hope you will forgive the motorbike that passed by my window, if indeed you heard it. But now we return to Middle Earth, to Kazad, where our fine, well, somewhat passable General Loney is about to attack Dun Larach, where Hunt Master Freka, the factionaire of Dunland, resides with his company of Eisenmach Axemen, a very good unit which we will be wary of. There are also some other good units. We have some wolf swordsmen, they are dependable. There are some pikemen, always a bit of a pain to deal with. And, well, just generally, then after that, a lot of units that will prove less difficult. The Dunland champions, they can deal quite a bit of damage with their missiles, but they're not effective against armor. So that is a boon for us. But Huntmaster Freka, he can take out quite a few things because those are good stats, both attack and defense-ish. And then, yeah, these things, they make them very powerful killers indeed. But let us get on with it. We have dwarves of, well, of some renown. We have Kazad of Erebor. We have Catapults to break down their walls and take them by surprise. And that is what we shall do. And to battle we go. So, I hope you're all having a very, very fine day. And that you are ready for the battle that is about to ensue. And let's see if we can get a bit more of a clear day. Yes, that looks like the tickets. That's going to be nice and easy on the eyes. That's my main motivation for picking weather for battles. It's genuinely, you know, will my eyes cope with whatever the scenario gives me. Okay, so we have a bunch of spearmen that are going to be semi-useful, I guess. Let's lump them in with... Let's lump them in with, you know, in a light infantry brigade. I'm thinking that I will use my heavier troops, my heavier mainline troops, like these, to punch in first, aided by the shield guard. You know, let's put them in one group like that. And then we have these strike infantry units. Let's put these in number 2, and then these, the Senate guard over there. We have 1 unit of archers. We have 2 catapults. And let's just, yeah, these guys, they might also be useful in choke points. They're in there, so let's see what they do. Do they mount the walls? Not really. But hey, that shan't stop us from blowing them down. So there we go. Fire, please. The dwarven catapults are pretty damn accurate. And they fire! Slam, slam, slam the ram. I remember when I first saw the destruction physics in this game. I hadn't seen anything like it in a strategy game before. You know, the wall is actually crumbling down. It's not just disappearing. You know, in 2004 or 5 when I got this first time, yeah, that was indeed pretty special to me. Like, it shatters into pieces, and the sound effects were good. You know, oh, the good times, the good times. when these graphics were considered good. I mean, yeah.
Send our men through to slay our foe.
Okay then. If you ask. Let's see. You know, let's send in the pikemen against those war chanters. And then these guys will come in. These guys will line up behind. These guys, they can march on in there. And then we'll bring on the catapults just to threaten them with. Let's go to grape shot. I think that'll be the most useful ammunition type in the siege from now on. But of course, the regular flaming shots, they can do really well. They can, you know, stand here and shoot them in the square, which is pretty neat. So let's see what they do. We have the upper hand, I should think. So I just want to provoke a response from them. Okay, the response is to run away, run away, run away. And is that a reference to Monty Python? I think it bloody is. Okay, but they're amassing in the Dunlending spearmen, the warband.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The
Their
enemy's
worth.
walls belong to us now.
Us now. Let's run our troops up there and get them to shoot the enemy, while our pikemen advance to cover for them. What are they coming with? Dunner champions. Okay. Well then, let's. Okay. Oh yeah, of course the towers are on their side no matter what. That's annoying. I suppose I could use my catapults to destroy them, because this might be a bit of a slog. Yeah. Okay. Let's take out that tower. Stand back, men. The catapults are about to fire. Okay. And let's bring you guys in and onto the wall. Thank you. Come on. Tower, 50% damage. That's what I like to see.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain
Our pikemen are
true and
doing really well
steadfast,
against them.
victory will be
They've
ours.
caught them in melee too. That's pretty nice. Okay, one tower down, and another is about to fall, and this one is not in their sphere of influence. Okay, and they're not sending any troops down here to claim it. So I'm just going to pay it no mind at all. So I'm gonna send my archers over there. Come on, everybody, move it. Come on. Come on. You're being shot by a tower, but it's going down. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Ah. A slight inaccuracy from the catapults, but come on. Get it down. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, keep on. Come on. Are you all up on the wall? I suppose you are. Okay. That's good. That's all we need. Shoot the champions, please. Okay. And then we move in our mainline infantry. Let's get them in there. And let's get our catapults in there too. Let's encroach upon the wall. These guys, they can begin marching. And Lonnie, you just walk up to. It's gonna be nice. Okay. Little pikeman. What can you give me? What can you do? You can stop an enemy. You can even stop two. You can stop them in their tracks. You can poke them in their backs. Because you're pikemen and that's all you bloody do. Okay. And our archers, they have fired a few shots. But nothing major. Okay, I guess we'll see what happens when we bring in more, but they should, when they bring in more troops down the hill here. But we should be in a pretty good position to fire at them. And, okay, they're trying to disrupt the catapults, I guess, but the deepened guard will have none of that. Okay, let's set these fools a-blazing. Shoot. I'm not too worried about the cavalry, but, I mean, this whole bunched up unit conglomeration. Can we see, there's a wool swordsman, they would be nice to kill, but what about these? Yes, let's see if we can get a look at the lock on these Eisenmach axemen. Maybe we'll even kill... Oh, there he is! Freka! Hello. Prepare to meet a flaming boulder. Yeah, just kill them, lads. Let's see what they do. Okay. Kinda hitting them. Yeah, okay. I'll take that, I guess. Restart the pipe. Ooh, that was close. That was a close shave for him. Oh, and he's just stretching his legs. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Oh, I love Dwarven catapults so much. Okay, I guess let's fire at the warband then. That does give us a bit. Oh, he just narrowly avoids disaster constantly. That's actually, well, good on him then. And more shots fire. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, those catapults, they're really pulling their weight. Okay, here we have more troops. And so, yes, we fire upon them. And they're pikemen, so they take arrows like... like rats take cheese. It's wonderful. Okay. Let's move our catapults up here. In this direction. And then we'll have... Let's have the deepened guard, maybe. No. Let's take the pikemen. Move them up here. They're tired, but that's going to be okay. They've got the deepened guard to relieve them. Because now... it becomes a matter of shooting them with grape shot. And it's going to be a slaughter. Okay. Deepened guard? Yes, good. And spearmen. Your high defense will just be impossible for the pikemen to deal with. Because they do... I mean, you should counter... The attack counts for a lot. But it's still... I mean... but it does so by nature of them just being able to keep the enemy at bay and attack 3 times for each time that they're hit themselves. That gives them their... that's what makes them... kind of overpowered. But here's the thing. If they're surrounded by enemies with a defense stat of 26, those 3 damage, they'll have to do a hell of a lot more than 3 times that in order to really make a dent in our enemy. Or in our line. So high defense units against pikes, especially lower tier pikes with like 3 or 4 attack damage. That's a good way to go. A good way to go. Okay, and why are you not moving? I want the catapult up here. Let's put it something like that. Looks good to me. Then we'll have our pike unit right here. And they'll just stand there and wait, and they'll be in guard mode. And it's going to be wonderful. Yes, she is a beauty. Now that you mention it. Okay. Let's maybe... take him from there and... I suppose we should. Okay, let's take the leaping, not the leaping, the deeping guard. Put them over there.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
Okay, how are we doing over here? Pikemen are being slaughtered. To the point where the archers are no longer firing, but, for the fear of endangering the lives of their own comrades. So, you go over there. And we have... Okay. Run, please. And then we'll have these wonderful fellows come up here behind everything. It's gonna be good. Like that. Okay. And then let's send in a light infantry and just... I mean, they're doing reasonably well against the deeping guard. Quite a few of them have died, but nevertheless they are going to fall. Okay, so our catapults are in place, but I don't really want to provoke the enemy before... shoot at the warband, please. And let's shoot the raiders. But generally just fire at will. It's gonna be wonderful. Okay, they're moving into counter. Our pikemen have rested a bit. They're now just tired rather than exhausted. Okay, and the deeping guard are rushing into me. Isn't my greatest. Yes, nice one. Yes, they're doing well, and should take down the axemen now. It's gonna be wonderful, I know. I am certain of it. Nah. Yeah, that's a beauty, is indeed what she is. The Dunland pikemen, they're not doing so great, apparently. Oh, that's the thing though. But the Zenith Guard are moving.
The enemy general
yes!
lies dead. We have
Freka's fallen. Oh, Jesus, yes.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's run, lads, let's run. Okay, we have some Dunlending warband. Let's push into them as best we can. Let's put them in a separate team. With our general, why not? And then the entirety of Team 3 just can run into them here.
Victory will be ours.
And here come the War Chancers back for more. Let's just run at them with the bulk of our forces. We have lost 7%, they have lost 61. Oh dear, I almost feel sorry for them. Let's just take out the warband. The deeping guard. Okay, they're doing okay, but they could be doing better. But that is why they're going to get the company of some hammer guards. So, you know what to do. You're throwing axes. Or to take out those swordsmen, please. Yes, indeed. And stay on guard mode. Why don't you throw your damn axes? Come on. There we go. That's what I like to see. Kazad. Okay, how are these forces doing? They have stopped. Well, I suppose it's because I asked them to kill the war chanters, and that seems to have been accomplished. So, or what? Have it? Has it? No, they just stopped. Short of. Okay. Make sure they die, please. That's what I want you to do. Push into them if you have to. Okay. So these guys. You now push into the enemy, please. It's gonna be great. 10 damage. Effective against armor. Charge bonus 8. That's pretty damn special, I think. Okay. They're pushing into the war chanters, and the war chanters are wavering, which is something you don't see every day. They're one of the better units in, especially in the early game, but they are just being trashed. And they are not going to stand for it. They're running. Okay. Yeah, let's get going. Let's swarm the center. Okay. Now, okay, you are done with those things, so done with your catapults, so let's just push you right into the enemy. Run there, in there, and kill something, and please lose a few men, because having 60 dudes standing behind a catapult is slightly overkill when 2 or 3 will basically perform the same duty with equal merit. That's more like it, lads. Wonderful. Let's now get everybody to join in. Nice. Let's speed up a little bit. The dwarves are just swarming into the wildman defenders. Oh, no. Run in there. Run in there. Man. Man alive. They're just swarming them. And they're shaken. And to be fair, I would be too if I was looking at this sea of dwarven helmets coming towards me. The hammer guard are biting into the defenders. Let's take out those guys. Let's have you move this way. And the deeping guard, you can move in. Fall into them from behind. Nicely done, nicely done. Nicely done, you have won. Okay. The Wolf Swordsman. Some of Dunland's finest mainstream warriors are in vain trying to defend their capital. Let's get you guys. Okay, just take out those horsemen there. Should be no trouble to you. That is what I like to see. Fall into the back of those wildman defenders, please. Charge. Slam the ram.
That's it! Our men no longer command the city.
I mean, what carnage. Okay.
Army flees
there
the
we go.
field. After this is a clear victory.
It is done. As we regained 4% of our army. Let's see what killed the most. One catapult 294. It's pretty damn good. Third little pikeman. Also. Yeah. Okay. This really was a battle for the catapults to shine, and shine they did. Wonderful. And here we see the Fellowship moving upwards into the Misty Mountains, I believe. From the Hidden Valley into the tall mountains, where the voice of Saruman is about to greet them. At least in the films.
A proud victory. We have lands and glory.
Sack the town. And they have mines, don't they? Or do... No, they don't. No mines in Dun Larach. But Lonely has conquered Dun Larach, which is nice. That's that requirement out of the way. Tick that box. We need to eliminate the Dunlendings too.
My
so
lord
we will,
highly
of course,
of you.
do that.
Aye, sire. My king.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Thurber, the Fearless. Oh, an outstanding general, a master strategist. Well, let's get a brewery in there. It'll be nice to get some Dwarven culture, despite not having any mines. What else do we have?
I am a king.
Do we have, yeah, in Ladris. Do we want them to control? Yeah, they do control Ostanathea, which is nice. That means they also border Dunland, and we'll probably get in on the action with them at some point. Yeah.
My lord.
March is the Northman. Where was I sending you? I can't remember now. It's been a while since the last episode.
These
But I'll try to send them south. We're at war with Dolgo
I'll continue to look.
maybe we can broker peace.
Something to investigate.
And what's left to do? Put up the tax rate just a little bit. Not that it makes much of a difference, but it's a difference nonetheless. Yeah, I think we're good for this turn. Let's end the turn. It's been a while since I have played in Middle Earth with the Poland campaign and all that. But I must admit, it just makes me all the more enthused to see where this campaign goes now. Oh, sorry, messing around with a few things here on my desk. Papers and boxes and books and nooks and crannies everywhere. Oh dear. And a glass of water. Because remember to drink water or you'll die. It's a message that we can all get behind, I feel. Coming up on Isengard and Dunland. Will there be a response, I wonder, to Dun Larach's conquest?
Perhaps we could sort our differences this time.
Perhaps. Maybe if we... I mean, seeing as it's very generous of me to give peace, what happens if I request Byrick? Probably... it turns very demanding. Yeah, what do you say?
Never!
Aw.
You think us foolish and meek.
Kinda.
This meeting was disappointing. Goodbye.
This tells me that they have very little with which to actually resist us. So let's just take Lonnie over and sneak a peek at Byrig. Oh, now the chieftain of Dunland is dead. Man, they're really up against it. Axsmith Guild, yes. Dun Larach has fallen. Well, yeah, we all know who did that. Okay, Kazad West. Barracks, nice. Sons of the Fallen, a magnificent unit. First Legion, even better. Kazad Reclaimers, I mean, really, I just want them all. I want it all. And then a heavy armorer? Is that what we want? I suppose so. Yeah, let's just do that. Brunast. You gotta build this guild house, which is nice. Let's get up the taxes. And let us see. Should we develop trade a bit, maybe? Yeah, we could. Yeah, let's get a barracks first. And then a catapult maker. And then maybe an archer range for the Hathaglia beast hunters. Then we go for the trading, I think. A feast hall. Ooh, building cost reduced by 10%. So actually, I kind of want that. Just getting that in bright and early. Okay. Oh yeah, that was Brunost. Well, okay. Pub. To quote the magnificent film Hut First. Pub? Yeah. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's a wonderful, wonderful comedy for the ages. Do we have a general to spare? Because I suspect that Lonnie is keeping Dun Larach happy. Ah, okay. They can do without him. Nice. Nah, airborne infantry doesn't interest me nearly as much as the Legion of Kazad. Let's send Teely. He can assemble forces to, or maybe can Balin not give the Book of Motherbull to Teely? No, he cannot. Is it because Teely has a hell of a lot of retinue? No, he doesn't. It's just Balin, he doesn't want to let go of that book, apparently. Well, I suppose it is his personal possession, so. But all the money he affords us in Kazad is just, it's so valuable. Outland militia, do we need? We don't really need it, but it'll be nice to have. Nice to have. What do we have there? Ooh, we have a catapult. Yes. Glorden. And Lord Oin, of course, he's besieging Meithelberg. We'll just keep him there, I think. Can we make it back? They might attack us. So, you know what? I'm confident that Lonnie can handle Dunland with the forces he has.
No fool, send your...
No, I'll not send an emissary to you. You blistering hot knob.
My king.
Okay, let's get those over. Let's basically just take all the intact forces, or mostly intact at least. What happens if we do that? Need a little bit more to keep order, and to be fair, yeah, I think that's good. Let's put them over there. Yeah, that's good. That's good, I think. Let's build a tower and attack Briarwick. Hello. Is this the day where we kill Dunland by regicide? It might just be. Okay, again we face Icenmac Axeman, but not as well upgraded. And we face some Dunlend champions and Chief Dunmentar or Menthar. Don't know if it's a th or a t in his name, but you know. Either way, he's a meager archery unit. He's going to die. Casting point. Couldn't have said it better myself. Lonnie, you're the man, or the dwarf, I suppose. Oh dear. The Corsairs of Umbar, men shouted. The Corsairs are upon us. It is the last stroke of doom. But, yeah. And now, you know, with a smaller battalion, this Dwarven Catapult unit is at 50 upkeep per turn, as opposed to 300, which is a massive difference. Actually, it's a factor of 6. Deploy.
Ready. Dwarves! Assemble the lads. Lads, form one line.
We don't need to micromanage this battle.
Stay in ranks. Dwarves! Assemble the lads. Form one line.
Well,
I shall lead yours. March!
let's do like that.
Units, march!
Well, they have chosen to scale the wall. Mentor over there, the champions over there, and the defenders right there. Well, let's do a similar thing to before and take out this section of wall if we can. I don't think we'll be able to. I don't think we'll manage to get the Mentor right there. I think we're amazing front leg, but. Bimbly bam.
Send our men through to slay our foe.
Good. Okay, let's send in Beast Slayers, they're stuck there. As opposed to the Deeping Guard with a 90%.
Charge! You know what to do! Kazad!
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Because that is a prospect.
Engage them! Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy is slain. A worthy enemy, but no less dead. We must press our advantage. Men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Half?
Nothing stands taller than the might of the wall. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Shall accompany them.
Our men have taken control of the city.
And we're back. This battle has played out silently, and for that I am sorry, but played out it certainly has. There was a slight disturbance, and I had to accommodate, and I did not do so perfectly, but here we are. We're almost at the end of a battle. I hope you have enjoyed it. So, we're coming in to deal with the final blow against Byrig, and perhaps Dunland as well. So the faction leaders died, and I'm not sure that they have a successor lined up. But regardless, Our dwarves have done a sterling job of smashing up the place.
Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Excellent. Catapults. They're still pulling in good numbers. But the Axe Guard of Erebor and the Shield Guard have done really well. Despite them having like an attack of 4 or something. They've actually taken the cake this time around. Well done. Well done indeed. So, that is Byrick. Another enemy settlement falls to the Dwarves of Kazad. Let's see what happens. And here we have, it seems, an outpost in the Misty Mountains. Speaking of Kazad, I believe that's the tower situated around, where is it? There's a tower up here, yes, here. That's it. But we have taken Byrick. Now we sack it. That has not, I repeat, not killed Dunland. But, oh well, at least we have a mining network at Asbotel in this town, which will prove very useful. Let's get Stoneworkers Hall.
My friend, please send an emissary to open negotiations.
Okay.
I'm a king. You can be of service?
Ori has turned to gossiping.
Of course, sir. That's not possible, sir. Aye, my lord.
You know what?
Awaiting your command.
Let's see if we can broker peace with these Gundabad fellows.
Be of service?
Not that we will uphold it,
Of course,
but
sir.
it might be interesting
We
to see.
shall hear you out, but do not expect much.
I want you to pay me for ceasefire. Let's say 350 for 20 turns. What do you say? That's a bargain.
No, we will not accept such a thing.
Probably means the Dark Lord has no need of your offerings, and they're bankrupt, so they're likely to
You have
never
another
accept
proposal then?
such a proposal. Okay, I'll take your map info then. Yeah, okay, that seems to
We have
have
no
swayed.
complaints with this plan. Something else you'd like to suggest?
Nah.
That is all.
Okay,
Farewell.
but now we know where they are, if nothing else. So, yeah, they've spread out a bit along the Anduin into Roskabel over there. Oh, they've taken a Drycon actually, so they are pushing hard against the elves. That doesn't always happen. And of course they're also pushing against the Woodland Realm, but the Woodland Realm making it to Barrage is not that common, so actually that's might be a bit of an even fight, especially considering that they still retain Erendolan, although besieged. But
Aye, sire.
hey,
These
let's
young-
see what another end turn does to the proceedings. Framsburg held by Gundabad, not surprising in the least. Now, So it seems that the Vale of Anduin might not be of great help to us in our fight against Gundabad, because they are being pushed by Dol Guldur, but pushing against both the Woodland Realm, Lothlorien, and the Anduin. That might be a recipe for trouble in the long run for Dol Guldur. They might overstretch themselves a tiny bit. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, they could. I mean, the AI always has the potential, or this game really, has the potential for steamrolling, where a single faction can just become powerful enough to be nigh unstoppable. And whatever advantage there may be in a coalition of nations against a single hegemonic foe, well, they might be lost in time simply because of the momentum of the wrecking ball of a powerhouse nation. And Rune often attains the status, I find. Mordor sometimes. Isengard sometimes. Dol Guldur less frequently. Ah, the King of the Wood Elves is dead. Yeah. Does that mean... Okay, Dunland rises up. Okay. There's not much as the Northmen where it occurred. It might be... Ah, okay. So that might have been Thranduil hiding on Erendolan, and he has been defeated and killed. A sad day for the Woodland Realm. Dun Larach. Let's get you a pub. A pub always helps, doesn't it? A pub will always cheer you up. Gnarly comes of age. And where does he come of age?
Aye, my liege.
In Kazad. Because of course he does.
Aye, son. Aye. Bringing the men together. Aye, son. Aye, king. Aye, son. Aye, lord. Aye,
Let's
son.
just take the heavy troops. We don't need travelers really. What we need is siege. And the Gundabad are buggering off, which I welcome wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly indeed. Okay. Let's see what they have beyond the upper vales. Yulstone. Gorshak.
Have a taste of my blade.
Here's my king.
Gundabad. King Mazog. Hello. With a completely unscathed battalion of pale orcs. And apparently they have called for an ambulance, because one seems to be passing by my window right now. Happens. I live pretty close to an emergency central, so yeah, that does happen. Okay, let's see. Larach. Larach, I believe that is. Larach, if that's the umlaut, if that's what it's meant to be. I suppose it is.
Aye, lord. Aye. Honor. Aye, lord. Aye, king. Aye. Aye, son. Aye, lord.
Let's take
Aye, lord.
these units and put them in the fort. It might confuse them, it might do nothing at all, but regardless of what it does, it'll do some good, I think. We don't have any recruitment capability at all. Yeah, we don't even have a pipe hole. Okay. So we're gonna need that one going forward.
Beneath the mountains, the king of carven stone.
Okay. let's give it another end turn.
Shall come into his own.
And see what Dunland does with their newfound forces. That's really the thing. I mean, if they are pressured by Enid Wythe, as well as Bree from the north and west, then they might just focus on consolidating their forces, including their last stand army, in their new capital. That's often what the AI does. Rather than, you know, conquering back the lands in which the last stand army spawned. But whether they do that, of course, only time will tell. Ah, that does seem to be the case. Kazadum's income is increasing by the day, it seems. It's over 11,000. That is astounding, really. Quite astounding. Mithril is quite the trade resource. And Norian under attack. And Karandra's under attack. Gondor is in trouble. Ooh, Khazad-dûm about to get another 1800 worth in trade. Oh dear, this settlement is just so overpowered in terms of economy. Sakala gets a Tulkarin armor and let's also get a Hall of Alde. Maybe a Great Miners Hall. Roads, large pig farm. Or a feast hall. You know what, now that I think of it, let's just see how much we can save with a feast hall. Does save 10%. That's always nice. Byrick. Let's see. Pipe hall. Well, let's just upgrade that. It's gonna be good, I think. Yeah, it seems that the Dunlending threat has buggered off,
Aye, my
which
king.
I
Glory to
wholeheartedly
the king.
support.
Well done, lads. We've won.
My king. March to Gondor. We'll rest here the night.
Seeing if there's any recruitment in the area, but not really. But this is a fine army, and if we
Set a watch.
if it can get support from Lord Oin and his battle-hardened forces, then we should be in business to take, well, perhaps just rock up to Mount Gundabad itself. See if we can get past all these others and let's just infiltrate it with a spy, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, the spy is out. Ah, damn it. This game has a terrible track record for spies, I feel.
Peace you've come to ask for.
Oh, what do you say about giving me a region? Just to see what happens. Franzberg, what do you say? I'll throw in trade rights.
You must think as Mikor. Foolish. to
Oh, they
suggest
want
this.
over 100,000 paid over the course of 2 turns. They basically want all the money we got. No, it's not going to be that. I am inclined to give them a tribute. Let's give them 10,000 over the course of Yeah, 40,000 over the course of 4 turns. No, okay. I suppose no, it's not worth it really. But they're very rich, so let's just bleed them for cash. Let's take 1,000 for 12 turns. What do you say? Okay, they're not going to accept that. 800 for 12 turns. That's going to be it.
I do not think you would accept it, right?
Ah. And they want the map, and let's just take that one out then.
Bad offer.
Okay.
Our talks seem pointless.
Oh, you think so? Well,
I am okay. You are mistaken, sire.
then we can use Ori as a
That's
spy-ish.
not possible,
And
sire.
then, I mean,
I will stop here,
if we
sire.
wander into their lands, they're still likely to retaliate. But it gives us a chance to just bypass all these others and just head for Gundabad, which is kind of what I want to do. Just gonna sneak in there and take it out with my catapults and my heavy dwarven forces. But that is going to be it for this one, I think. There is this battle, and it's likely going to be this time around. You know what? Let's end on that. Let's see if we can end this episode with the defeat of the Goblins of Moria. Because that would indeed be a glorious time. It doesn't tail and end turn, I know it, but stay strong, friends, and we shall get through it together. I have no doubt. The dwarves are Edible and Dunland. What are they doing these days? Not much, I'd wager. Edible usually is pretty content to just defend their end of them, of the Grey Mountains, and but Dunland, they are a bit more proactive. They usually sally out against Angmar and beat them pretty bad, especially after turn 100. I mean, that's when they really get into gear and just corner those wild men up in the north. So let's see. Dunland, anything? Nope. Moria?
A proud
They just give up.
victory.
Oh dear.
Well
Well,
done, men. A noble victory.
that might just see the end of the Goblins of Moria. Besieged far from their ideal home in some little wildman town called Maythelberg. That's not their ideal. I don't think they would consider that an ideal end to their legacy, but hey, I guess I'll have to play the cards they're dealt. End of turn. No. Dorwinian and has declared war on Dol Guldur. Anon and a rod. Heavy armorer. Wonderful thing. Yeah, it's going to be nice when that comes around. Let's see. Maybe a minus union after that, and an army barracks before minus union though. And then teleport armor, heal us all. It's all going to be great. I can feel it within my bones. Okay. Well, since I don't want to end on the anticlimax of no goblin resistance, they might still have a holdout in the Gladden Fields. And Fenholm, where they have an army of trash, I assume. I suppose Tilly can take that out. No trouble.
We'll
Rest here.
But for now, he'll move to Mecklenburg.
Set a watch. We camp here until morning.
Let's get a brewery. Away with the wolf breeder. Can't use that for anything. Chicken farming? Yeah, don't need that. And yeah, let's get rid of that one here as well. A warrior's hut. Yeah, let's get rid of that too. Chicken farming, go away. If you aren't going to provide, please subside. Sons of the Fallen, a magnificent unit. With more on the way. Ooh, Sleeping Guard, nice. We're still making a lot of money. When can we start recruiting here? Oh, it'll be a little while. Let's get a feast hall. Ooh. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. Okay. Well.
Aye, my lord. Of course, sire. There are many
Anyone in Franzburg we need to know of?
Aye, sire.
Generic general. Let's...
Aye.
Oi,
Honor, my lord.
what do you say?
My
Let's
king.
build a tower.
Honor, my lord.
All the way over there.
Marching now.
And indeed, that seems to be the new home of the dwarves. Another wildman hamlet. How's our family tree doing, now that I think of it? Bloin soon coming of age. As well as... yeah, that's basically it. Gloin, he's another few years out. But Svara is coming along. And Glein. The less said about Glein, the better. Gnarly, well, he hasn't found himself a mate, but he's got a while to do so.
Aye.
He's only 16. Got some Meridloon militia. Let's just send them down here, I guess. Let's send them to Dun Larach. It's gonna be nice.
Forward.
Gonna see a lot of green fields and a lot of forests. It's gonna be great. No mountains, but a few hills though.
Aye, sire. Move out. Aye, lord. Aye. Forward.
And the First Legion. An awesome pike unit. Inspiring nearby troops, excellent stamina, very long spears, attack of 9, defense of 25. Oh, Jesus. Sometimes you forget how strong dwarves can be, and then you just see stats like these, and you think, oh yeah. Now I remember. And these guys too, they're also really good. But that will be all for today, so I hope you have enjoyed this episode where Dwarven Dominion has expanded well into Dunland and across the old Anduin territory, the Anduin Valley, soon to engulf the Gladden Fields, and then we shall move on and conquer Gundabad. But that will be next time around indeed. So I hope you'll join me. I think I'll be recording a few of these, and once I'm satisfied with where this campaign has gone, I will I may or may not reach entire victory conditions, but I'll try to. But regardless, I'm going to implement a hotfix for 4.5. It came out just a little while ago, but I haven't really updated yet because, of course, I am using this for it because it would make it impossible for me to continue the campaign.
Honor, my lord.
But that being said, I will definitely try to get as far into this campaign to get our money's worth from Kazad, so to speak, before moving on to the hot-fixed version of 4.5. I'll try to record as much this week as I can in order to just stagger out the releases and update the version, and then new campaigns will also ensue from this, from the post hotfix version. We'll see what I do. I might take Gondor for a spin or something else. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again next time around. Cheers, friendly friends and fellows, and bye.